Hey, sis.
Hey. Wait, whoa. Watch it. Just because you're running for office doesn't mean you can take over mine.
In the last 3 days, I've gathered over 2,000 signatures.
Wow, you're really serious about this, huh? Aren't you?
That is more than the total number of votes the last person who ran against Davis got. I got 20 volunteers committed to canvass. I've already received campaign contributions from the neighbors, Jeffrey's videos, the 24-hour mart, and the committee is ready to put down a deposit for campaign headquarters. It's just a little vacant office, but...
Say no more. I'm getting out my checkbook.
No. I didn't come here to get money. I came here to get a campaign manager.
You're asking me to run your campaign?
You're the best person for the job.
You and I working together would be a disaster. And you know it.
That's not true. Yes, you're bossy, and no, I don't like being bossed. But there is no one I trust more to make sure that I am running the tightest, most professional campaign possible.
I'd love to run your campaign. But I'm only interested if you really want this. Okay? You know how I am. I do not accept defeat gracefully.
I want this so badly, it scares me. Okay. Cool. All right.
Jeffrey's video.
Yes.
I'll send a volunteer over to pick up a check. Make it out to the committee to elect Maxine Chadway.
Yes, she announces her candidacy today. I sent you the press release 2 days ago. Come on, Greg. How many times have I let you drag me out of a meeting to give you a quote when I knew you had a deadline? Right. Okay, great. And bring a photographer.
Teri,
Could you take us out to the van, thank you?
Hey, what you...
Hey, baby.
Thank you.
Maxine, you know,
Hi, could you take down the campaign headquarters for us?
Oh, you know, Teri, now look, I just came home to get a little bit of lunch.
Oh.
Chicken.
There's sandwiches in the kitchen, babe. Chadway for alderman. Yes, this is Maxine speaking. Wonderful. Oh, we'd love to accept your contribution. Hey, Teri.
Quiet, please. Quiet. Quiet.
It gives me great pleasure to announce the candidacy of my sister, Maxine Chadway. Thank you. She will bring responsibility, accountability, and a sense of decency back to this office.
All right.
This community needs new leadership. Not someone who will engage in political games or one-upmanship. It's time for this community to be represented by a politician who has a conscience. It's time for this community to be represented by Maxine Chadway. Thank you. Don't react.
What is she doing here?
Oh, I'll handle this.
Alderman, are you concerned about this new challenge to your office?
I'm just here to welcome Ms. Chadway to the race, everybody. Let's not make an event out of this.
Alderman Davis.
Will you excuse us, please?
Gentlemen, we've prepared a pamphlet on where Mrs. Chadway stands on the issues. You'll find it right over there, next to the Joseph family peach cobbler.
Oh, I must admit you've done a good job of pulling this together quickly.
Thank you.
What do you want, Teresa?
For you to remember that we used to be friends and that we're still sorority sisters.
Well, I forgot about those bonds right after you betrayed them.
Then I'll get to the point of my visit. I'm going to win this race. But maybe I can be of help to you.
We don't need your help. Thank you.
No, I want to hear what she has to say.
Thank you. I just came by to be reasonable. Let's say you decide to pull out of the race because you realize that you entered too late to have a real chance. I'll support your call for additional police patrols, corporate sponsorship of daycare, and yes, even your precious speed bumps. Maybe even throw in a job in my office. And if, off the record, I resign to run for state senate next year, I will throw my full support behind the politician with a conscience.
All of this for the candidate who doesn't stand a chance of winning?
The polls speak for themselves, Teri. This simply saves me the trouble of mounting a real campaign.
Well, we'll get back to you, Teresa.
Have a nice day.
You say you really want this, and then the first chance you get, you're ready to throw in the towel and make a deal?
I have no intention of making a deal with that witch. I just wanted to get as much ammunition as I could to use against her later.
What you think?
I think Maxine better ask Ahmad to get on his computer and make some real posters.
Come on.
You think she really has a chance?
If she and Teri keep up at the pace they're going, yes. People are ready for a change.
If Max gets elected, she won't be able to watch Jay anymore.
I know. I've been thinking about it. We've been so spoiled. I do not want to send Jay to daycare.
Well, me either. Maybe you should take a little time off, stay home, till he's ready to go to preschool.
I'd love to, but I'm not a stay-at-home mom. You know, just covering for Max these last few weeks here and there has convinced me of that.
Well, Jay needs to see his daddy go to work every day. So I guess he'll have to go to preschool. I just hope Chicago Elementary gets turned around before he gets there.
What about private school?
Well, I'm just not down with him hanging around a bunch of rich, snot-nosed kids.
Ahmad has done just fine at Lakeside Prep, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. I guess Jay can go to school with those people and still stay in touch with his roots. I just gotta make sure he's down with the streets and ain't no punk.
It's the streets that held you back all these years. You better make sure he's down with those books.
Why can't he be down with both?
Because both is not going to help him get an education and a job.
We cannot continue to underfund our schools and expect our children to be overachievers.
You've got great plans, Mrs. Chadway, but
Thank you.
frankly, you've only been in the race for a few weeks. Davis and Thomas have been mounting their campaign for months now. Do you really think you stand a chance?
Not only do I stand a chance, but I'm going to win. Every day I'm creeping up in the polls.
Then how do you respond to Alderman Davis when she refers to your candidacy as nothing more than a nuisance?
It's interesting that Alderman Davis would say that. If I'm no threat to her, why would she offer to anoint me as her successor when she runs for state senate next year?
Are you saying she offered you a deal?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, and right at the buzzer, candidate Chadway surprises us with big news. Unfortunately, we're out of time. But we're going to keep talking off air, so I'll be able to update the people tomorrow when we'll be talking to our third candidate in the race, Carl Thomas. This has been Chicago Update, cable access for the South Side.
We're out. All right, well,
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll take David to respond?
Well, I hope long enough for me to call home and check on the kids. Let me get the cell phone.
Here you go.
very good. Shut the barn door on that one.
Hello? Alderman Davis. She must have us all beat up.
The voucher only covers tuition. That's about it. You know, after uniforms, books, activity fees, and school trips, it's between $4 or $5 grand a year.
$5 grand? Then what's the purpose of the vouchers?
Are you kidding? Tuition alone is $12,000 a year at that school.
What?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I set aside some cash for Jay, but that only lasted for a few years.
Yeah. Well, just be glad that you're not me, because Jay has 2 more cousins that I have to worry about.
And they girls, too? Like you said, I'm glad I ain't you. So what's up with the politician with a conscience?
Are you messing with me, man?
Nah, never that. I mean, I admit I thought Maxine's campaign was a joke and you were tripping by backing her, but I'm seeing it a little differently now. Her platform is good, and people I talk to seem to be feeling her.
She doesn't have a chance.
The polls say she might have a slim chance.
Look, now I admit that I didn't think that it would go this far. But now I just have to ride it out and see how far it goes.
Well, whatever happens, you can handle it, Mr. First Husband. The domestic life seems to agree with you.
I heard you couldn't afford the D.C. trip, and I told my dad.
Why?
He's the president of an organization that might be willing to pay for your trip.
Look, tell your dad that my parents would never let me accept handouts, but thanks anyway. I've got a perfectly good excuse for not going to the Smithsonian. Now this jerk is trying to mess up my game.
Baby,